EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. 180. Here we go, 46. Here you go. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 180. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Switch, switch, and 8. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go, going to 54, 180. Here we go, 46. Switch, and 8.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Start there. Move.
Watch twist.
They give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of the good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun! Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards.
11.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Wait!
Watch left. He's tight right there.
Here we go!
On second down, Freeman. Look at the spin.
Hey, alert three.
Still fighting for more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check 24. Let's go!
Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go. 180. Gun. 26.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Here we go.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 180.
45's the mic.
Here you go. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
45, 45.
Here we go, 47. Gun.
Watch the run.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Motion, motion.
26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Under. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it.
Back to you.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go, wide 80.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go, going to 54, wide 80.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A dump off to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike.
What do you think?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Like that.
Forced out to his left. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. On the left side, he finds Beasley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, get that, let's go, get out.
Gotta do better.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun.
Motion.
Here we go, 47. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
46. Gun. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Hey, express. Go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, stop. 11. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch and 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On play action, Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
46.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Hey, check
26.
Oh, designed over their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Gun.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, express! 12, 21, ready to go!
To throw again, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Wait! Ooh, Eddie, sit on it!
Final play of the half, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he spins through. Oh, look at the Jew. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Gun!
Switch!
Hey, gun!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're soft. Hey, take your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle.
Get up!
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Wait!
I'm coming.
Wait! 20!
He's checking. Crash.
12!
13.
Here's Ryan.
Hot.
The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there, a 22.
And another thing that makes the quarterback really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
Hey,
a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Right there.
On first down, Ryan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There we go.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Let's get it. Mike 48, Mike 48. 11. Wait.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Wait.
4th down. Here's Ryan. They still can't get him. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go, 47.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 are those of the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And give him a gain of 37. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
4 down. Here we go. 180. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
Well, I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Prescott now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 8.
Now. Gun. Hey, here we go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and return to the running game?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And now running right through it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Got 4 down.
1-8.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tech McKinley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
22.
Check, watch 54.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield is success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Gun.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hey, Tuesday.
Single receiver. Watch two.
Gun.
Strong left.
20 set.
Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Tight right.
They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice
don't
it
they?
all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Switch, and 8. Here we go, 46. Move.
No. Me.
26.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
He's back to throw.
Let's go, defense.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete.